key access point for you folks will be our ozone SIP, and we will be moving that forward in draft form in late August, early September. You will see that. We're waiting on some final modeling from the Air Resources Board that we're hopefully going to get in a couple of weeks. That will be your opportunity to look at our plan for doing our state implementation plan for the Sacramento region. That doesn't mean that we're waiting for that. We're passing rules as we speak at every meeting. We're continuing to do incentive programs and funding. Many things are going forward, but that will be our official federal plan, which will say how we're going to meet our attainment issues, which obviously benefits Nevada County and all the big folks up in the foothills. I would say be very interested in the bigger regional issues that we all deal with. Mike McKeever mentioned how important land use decisions are not only in our area, but in the larger area that would include Amador County and the foothills. And because we all do affect each other, and as you saw, folks even drive from here to the Bay Area and from the Bay Area to here, so we do travel back and forth. And in that regard, I think you could be a very important voice in helping to move forward commuter rail. That is an important issue for the folks in Auburn and up in this direction, because that will give you access to be able to take rail to the Bay Area, and that is used very much. It's a very good way to travel, and we have a structural problem with Union Pacific that we have to figure out a way to get more access to those rails for passenger trains. Their freight traffic is important because that takes trucks off the road, but access for commuter rail is also important, and we need to continue to be engaged with Union Pacific over the long term, and then really in all of Northern California, to figure out the structural problems so that we can get more trains, some of which would be passenger on those rails. I also concur that at the federal level, Green Tea, whatever we call it, the Lieberman-Warner Act, whatever happens this year and upcoming years for cap and trade program, those are going to have access monies for states, lots of money. We're working through our national organization to try to ensure that that money is also accessible in block grants and in some way to local communities. We all know that money that goes to the state of California, doesn't always trickle down in the way that we might want that to the local cities and counties. And block grants, in addition to money going to the state level, we think that there should also be some access for local communities to access those funds for their use, for air quality and for mitigation methods. And the last thing is to continue to be engaged, to continue to allow and encourage your pollution control officer to be engaged in the partnerships that she is working with, the Sacramento region, the Sacramento Valley, and then CAPCOA. We do advocate very strongly for our communities, not only our businesses, but for our local citizens. We see the bigger context. We sit in the middle between business and community. And I think in many cases, we take a practicable point of view to the Air Resources Board and a point of view that's important to our local community. So she can be a very effective tool and advocate, and we welcome her input in those forums.